Hello everyone, this is Al from Open Source Channel. This episode has been brought to you by CSS Hero, who has provided me a free copy of their plugins. Welcome again to a new episode on How To. Today I'm going to review a WordPress plugin called CSS Hero. With this plugin, you can easily customize your WordPress themes. It works with a lot of templates. You can find a list on the CSS Hero website. With these plugins, you can change the font style, colors, you can adjust margins and paddings, you can have special effects, and you can do a lot more. With these plugins, you can customize the template and works with any device. Included in this tutorial, I have installed also two extra plugins, that is CSS Hero Inspector and CSS Animator. CSS Hero is compatible with lots of WordPress plugins. You can find the list on csshero.org. On csshero.org website, you can also find a list of all the templates that CSS Hero works with. CSS Hero is compatible with the best and the most used templates on the market: Btheme, Divi, Extra, Beaver Builder themes, and many more. Today we're going to use CSS Hero with the standard WordPress template 2016. You can see from the plugin page from WordPress installation, here are the three plugins I have installed: CSS Hero Animator, the Inspector Pro, and the CSS Main Core plugin. So without any delay, let's open the page and let's start with CSS Hero. Alright, so when the page has loaded, you will see that it's a little icon on the top right. It's a blue icon, and that is the actual CSS Hero icon where you actually press and initiate the plugin. So the actual plugin has been started. We wait until everything is loaded. So now we have the actual plugin started. We have many different icons here. This to edit the code. Here you can change the devices you want to use, from the actual desktop to different type of tablets and mobile phones too, horizontal and vertical. As I mentioned earlier on, these changes in CSS are fully compatible with all devices, and you can actually customize to be responsive on mobile phones and tablets too. So to start, we click on the code editor. Here you can find the actual CSS code for the entire page. There we go, that's the entire code. And on the left, you can actually choose to view for all devices, for iPad or iPhone, on the portrait and the landscape mode. We're going back. Let's go to the mobile device. And here you can find icons. And each part of the actual page itself can be easily edited. For example, as you can go on each part of the page, it will highlight where you can actually click on edit, and by clicking on the edit you get the settings where you can actually modify the CSS code without coding. By clicking on the actual section you want to modify or edit, you get the actual CSS properties where you can actually find all the settings you need to know. In this case is position, and here you can actually change what kind of position you want for the actual item. Here, for example, I'm going to click on edit, and I'm going to change the actual text format for this page. By clicking on text, for example, in this case drag and drop design, I can choose the actual font family. You can actually search for the entire list here, and you also got a little preview of the actual font. Let's choose Oxygen, Old Standard. Once you're happy, you can change the actual font weight. You can go to bold, light, normal, or you can actually write the font weight in numbers too. In this case, I'm going to write 200. You can actually change the font size with the slider, or you can actually type the actual font size. As you can see, let's put a little bit smaller, and there we go. Now we're going to the lower section where I'm going to edit, and I can do exactly the same thing I done, earlier on. As you can see, every time I click on edit, a new section on the right panel will appear, where you can actually then click on text in this case and change again the color, even the color, the font family, the size, everything you need to change without coding. You can actually type if you want as well the actual font family, or you can actually click on, you can search it and click, in this case, Geneva Tahoma or Amaranth or any other in the list. You can change, of course, the actual font style, text decoration, and you can also have the text transform as well, as you can see here. There you go, that's the text transform, uppercase, lowercase, first phrase on the actual uppercase, or you can go to normal. You can also set different text shadows and effects. In this case, I'm going to show you the 3D, white and gray, and all the rest. Or you can set to none if you wanted to. Now I'm going to change the color. You can have the toggle here where you can have all the colors, palettes, and all other stuff you can save, where you can actually choose and copy the code, and you can paste it there if you wanted to, or you can actually click on it and then you can actually choose the color you want, and you can actually preview in real time. Once you're done, just click inside and it will disappear and the color will stay there. Now that we edited the actual text, let's have a look how you can actually size. You can actually move or size whatever you want to do with an icon. So you just click on edit on the actual icon you want to edit. And for example, you got all the actual settings for, you'll be able to change. Now we're going to change the actual size or position. In this case, I'm changing the actual margin, left, right, and top, and bottom. So you got all the 4 options, as you can see here. Again, don't forget to save your settings, otherwise you might lose it. It's quite simple, as you can see it. And every time you want to change one part of it, it's very simple. Just go click on the part you want to change, edit. It will appear at the end, and all you need to do, choose whatever part of the actual CSS properties you want to change, make your modification, and you can actually press on save on the bottom right. You can actually copy a style if you like one style, for example, and if you want to press it, if you don't remember all the settings, just paste the actual style you copy, for example, on the top, you can actually paste it at the bottom, and it will copy exactly the same as the one above, or anywhere on the actual page. That will actually help you to achieve multiple settings and multiple CSS templates without going to remember every single settings. Now I'm going to show you exactly again CSS Hero on a desktop web page. If you remember, this is one of the pages I done in one of my tutorial. I'm going to press edit again. I'm going to click it to edit, go on text, and as earlier on, it works exactly the same way. Here you can choose the color, the type of 3D, for example, all the effects you want. Blue shadow, 3D. I'm going to leave it now like this, then I'll modify it again. Here is the actual code if you want to copy and paste in your text file for future reference. Of course, you got multiple effects, as I said earlier on. Let's set it to none again. Here you got the word spacing, the letter spacing, the line height, you can change the alignment. Of course, you can change the left, the right, the middle, and unjustified. You can do exactly the same thing and edit buttons if you wanted to. You just click and choose what you want to change. For example, you can change the text inside if you wanted to. You can change the color. Let's make it red. As you can see, simple as that. There is no coding whatsoever involved, and you can actually change and save all your CSS and it will remember. So all the modifications done in real time and without coding. So we're done for today, and thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for next tutorial. Don't forget to like and share my videos. The more you like and share, the more videos I can do. Don't forget to check my Oxygen app tutorials and also the Elementors. I'll see you again. Until next time.